there is that thing that I've just referred to is, well, how much and how fast? Those are the sort of metrics. And you've already referred to this a little bit about a certain percentage of body weight in a certain time frame. You can come up with all sorts of metrics with how much protein, there's a minimum. I know you have, let's say 1.7, for example, is a number that comes out for some people. But I mean, there's all sorts of things, Alan. For you, there's a couple of critical things that are going to get them to Rome. What are they going to be?
Total daily protein, caloric deficit, inclusion of a sound resistance training program. And I know you said a couple things, but the number 4 would be an understanding that in the long term, if you do have a lot of body fat to lose, let's say you do have significantly more than 10% of your total body weight to lose, then you're really going to want to cozy up to the idea that it may involve some maintenance periods or some diet breaks, breaks from the caloric deficit. And we've seen this in practice. Taking diet breaks is a beneficial thing. There was a lot of hype around diet breaks back in the 20 years back, where people were saying, oh yeah, it's benefits metabolism and all this stuff. But over time, over the direct measurement of metabolism and what happens with dieting and things. And there's even a couple of recent systematic reviews. One is a meta-analysis on diet breaks. Neither of them indicate a meaningful metabolic advantage or metabolic protection of a diet break paradigm versus a linear caloric deficit with no diet break paradigm. But the literature in aggregate shows that diet breaks don't hinder the fat loss process, aside from the extra time that they take while you're on a diet break. There has been a lot of speculation that diet breaks might preserve resting metabolic rate better than not taking any diet breaks. But that ends up not being completely true, especially in programs that involve a resistance training component. So when a resistance training component is in play, there really is no meaningful rescuing of resting metabolic rate decreases from dieting if you're going to be taking intermittent diet breaks. So once again, this sort of diet break paradigm is a little bit more of a psychological respite or benefit more than it is a metabolic benefit. So if you can improve long-term dietary adherence, even if you're not getting some sort of metabolic benefit from the diet break, you're getting a psychological benefit, then that can be a big deal, and that can be an important tool as well. And there's kind of a concept to raise that people need to understand if they do have a lot of body weight to lose. Once again, let's say 10% of total body weight or more, you need to lose that. You have to understand that it's okay to go through prolonged maintenance phases, because the ultimate goal down the line is maintenance of some sort of favorable body composition. So it's totally okay for maintenance phases to eventually get longer than the actual dieting phases. Everybody wants to just diet straight through and go hard, but people need to embrace the concept that hitting plateaus, energetic equilibrium, is just the body doing its job, and it's okay to execute what I call maintenance practice in these plateaus, because it's a legitimate goal to maintain progress that you've made. And it's a challenging goal to maintain progress that you made and not just try to push forward. And instituting these diet breaks can be a powerful tool for adherence.